Do you feel that there's still somewhat of a perception out there that Taste Orange is there purely to promote the wineries and the restaurants of Orange?
Look, I think there is, and however we are making inroads into changing that perception. Certainly with Taste Orange at Sydney, that event was a big picture event. It was about the regions of Orange, Cabonne and Blaney. And taking down to Taste Orange City, we actually had the hospital, we had the universities, we had accommodation, we had restaurants, we had education, we had business, we had basically representatives from all industries within Orange, this region, and I think that was a very strong message.
At the moment, that is a problem, there's no doubt about it. I have friends from Sydney and they talk about us for our food and wine. There's not much else that they talk about except for the food and wine, and whenever they're coming up to visit, they always look forward to visiting our wineries, going to nice restaurants with great reviews and hatted chefs, etc. But there really isn't much more, and I've said this before, that we need to get some other attraction. And I'm not sure what it is. It needs to be brainstormed, but we need some other attraction for people to come to Orange. And look, it might even already be here under our noses and we haven't marketed it in the right way. So I think if we get a lot of creative heads together, we could come up with something. I think it just needs to be brainstormed.
But it will take time. I mean, I think that the word taste, unfortunately, is a perception that taste only applies to something that passes through your mouth, be it food or something to drink. But taste can be about a taste of the education, a taste of an experience. It could be a taste about sport. It's really about, we're actually trying to showcase little pieces of everything about our region. And maybe that's something that we do need to have to address, is maybe we have to look at how we promote, what umbrella we promote under, so that there is a different message. So certainly something I'm considering, and in conjunction with the board, as to whether we retain or still keep on using the Taste name because of that perception that taste belongs to a culinary experience as opposed to a broad range of products.
Could you see yourself as, say, the catalyst of a bit of brainstorming once you take your place on the council?
Look, I'd like to think that. I certainly hope I can bring something to council. I'm going on there to try and make a difference. I have a lot of things already on my plate, but I'm hoping to make a difference. I think I'll sit on my hands for a little while and let the dust settle, and because it is brand new to me, it's a little bit scary, but once the ball gets rolling a bit, I certainly would like to throw my hat in the ring and start discussing the things that are passionate to what I would like to see for Orange.
Do you think that what you're doing, say with Sydney, the Martin Place Festival and other things, is that having an impact in terms of bringing tourism here?
Oh, absolutely. And I think that the big thing, what we're trying to do, is actually penetrate into further afield in regard to our audience. And Sydney was an example of that. By going to the CBD, we were striking out different demographics, different people who are trying to do a conversion of people who may be considering either going to the country or going to a wine and food region, is that actually drawing their attention to this is what we are in this region. I consider this region to certainly be right up there, and even to the point of even considering it as being the food and wine capital of New South Wales, based on the entire region of central New South Wales. But it's a case of just getting that message out there. There is still a very poor awareness of exactly what we have here.
Yeah, look, I hope that I can bring some insight to them. I'm sure they've brainstormed this, and Taste Orange, I believe, is an excellent external independent promoter. Maybe they need to look at some other direction. I believe they were just down in Martin Place, and that worked extremely well. And that was Rhonda Sear's brainchild, and that was excellent. Maybe some more ideas like that that are a little bit untried and untested, maybe a little bit more risky, but when these risky things work, everyone looks at them and they say, well done. Didn't think it would work, but it was excellent. And they're the sort of ideas that we need, something a little bit left of centre, and possibly, a little bit more risky, but hopefully will pay off in the future.
It's not only just visitation from a short-term point of view, but it's also about, the amount of people that are looking, particularly in this current economy, and people losing jobs. And the impact on families is that there is a lifestyle change desire, and it's a case of really showcasing what we have here, because this is an incredible place.
The tree changes.
Absolutely, and you hear these stories all the time, but people just really aren't aware just how much we have here, and it's a case of delivering that message. So visitation is both short-term and long-term, and with that brings job opportunities to this region. So there is an economic flow through to so many different categories of be it people or be it industries, industry investment. We talk about shopping, it actually brings more people into our shops, puts more kids into our schools. It creates more jobs. People come up here and want to set up their own businesses or work within an existing operation such as the hospital or the university. So it's not just about promoting for tourism.
Shop Orange. Do you see any way in which we can institute a continuing promotion for Orange as a regional shopping centre?
Absolutely. I think that the short answer to that is that I think what we've got here is once again unique, and I keep saying that word unique because it is. I think that the approach to shopping has to change. I think that to try and engage people to enter your store and to actually make a purchase, you have to be able to offer an experience to entice them to actually make that. Certainly the first conversion of actually getting them in your store, and secondly is actually making the conversion to a purchase. So it's about an experience, about what's going to make me feel good. And a lot of stores are doing that right, not only here in Orange, but also, as I said, Canowindra, there's a lot of stores there that are doing it right as well.
When you say an experience, what sort of things are you thinking of?
Well, I think that the first thing is about what makes you feel good. If you've got a very hectic life, often you will say, I don't have time for lunch, I don't have time for anything. And sometimes you can just be drawn to a store, and there's one particular one here in Orange that you walk into the store and straight away you're greeted with a smiling face and a friendly offer of a cup of coffee or something to eat, or read a book or read a newspaper, or sit down and take a seat, can we help you? Straight away you think, wow, that's exactly what I need. I need someone to actually, make me feel like I'm welcome and I should enjoy the experience. And it's amazing when you actually do stop, how much pleasure you get from just stopping.
What are some of your ideas to bring more people into Orange, to buy, to enjoy the place, to remember it?
Look, I years and years ago, and it's been tried and tested in the short term, prizes for customers, and I'm not talking small prizes, I'm talking a car, even possibly a small townhouse if it was enough people throwing money to it, something to make people think about where they will spend their money. It's really difficult to get people to become loyal to your stores and to the town, but if there's an incentive for them to come and shop with you each and every time that they shop, and a reward and a possible prize, I think they're more likely to stay loyal. Rewards cards are nothing new, but they do work. So I guess you could have a Shop Orange reward card for participating retailers, and you would have to get a majority of retailers into that scheme. where at the end of, say, 10 purchases, they received a voucher for something. I'm not sure what it would be, and I'm not sure about the mechanics, but a reward for, once again, shopping local and being loyal.
It's a case of being able to serve, understand, once again, your audience and making sure that you're catering for that. And, you know, we've got competition in regard to budget restraints, we've got online, internet buying that also is a competition in regard to price. But once again, I still think that people will pay, if the experience makes them feel good, they will continue to go there. So it's a case of stepping outside the square, I think, and having a really good look as to what your audience is looking for. That's in regard to the product. In regard to the promotion of shopping in Orange, I think that you know, there's an incredible opportunity, not only from within regional New South Wales to promote Orange, because I think we've got quite a bit of strength there. We just need to deliver the message stronger of what stores we do have here, and in regard to what sort of product we have here available from our unique stores. But also in regard to, I was only thinking about, you know, shopping, doing Christmas shopping in Sydney. It is horrendous. It is the most horrible experience possible. Fighting for a car park, beating the crowds, it is horrible. I could think of nothing better than being told that there is an incredible opportunity to do my Christmas shopping in Orange. I can come here for a weekend. I don't have to fight for a car park. I'm told what sort of stores that I can go to. I can do a list prior to coming here, and possibly for the same amount of hassle and possibly the same amount of money, I could possibly also indulge in a lovely night in a bed and breakfast or a hotel, have a nice meal, and do my Christmas and actually have a stress-free Christmas shopping experience. So I think that we've just also got to see what we have and what we can match it with. And I would have to say, being an ex-Sydneysider, I never thought for one second whilst I was living in Sydney of going to a place like Orange for a weekend to do my Christmas shopping. But I can assure you I'll be promoting that to my friends in Sydney, just to showcase to them this is an opportunity for you to do a really, really wonderful and have a wonderful Christmas experience, even with their children.